Hi guys, it's Angie Bell, Herbally Hip Tarot. How's my Herbally Hip Tarot tribe doing? Oh, what a rough morning. I was reading comments this morning, which is now how I start my mornings. I used to knit in the morning, but now I read comments and I read as many as I can and I answer as many questions as I can and write down questions that you guys want me to read on. But I want to first begin with this. Very sad. Vicky 9513. I got to your request this morning, which is to send prayers for her. I am sending prayers and healing energy to you. She's lost a child, and I lit a candle for you, Vicky. I cried for you. That's just so sad. So sorry you have to go through that. No parent should have to go through that. So let's all send prayers. And you guys already did send prayers to her. You guys already did send prayers to her before I was able to get to her comment. So thank you guys for being such a good family and sending her prayers. So, Vicky, I'm sending you, like I said, all my positive healing energy to you and your family to deal with something so horrible. Okay, let me just pause for just a second. Okay, sorry about that, you guys. So let's send positive healing energy to Vicky and her family. Also, Jimmy Carter is being buried today, and they had his celebration of his life today. And I knew he had done great things, but he's done so many great things. He believed in civil rights. He had friends of many colors. He'd always supported civil rights, and also he believed in women. He was the first president. He was the first president of his time at that time to put a lot of women into the government. He just believed in rights for all people, no matter your race. He was friends and supported people of all different races. And he had every reason to be as racist as he wanted to be. He was brought up in the South at a time where it was not good racially. And he chose not to be like that. He chose to befriend different races of people and to support them and to do it with in law too, in government. So God bless Jimmy Carter. The world was a better place because he was in it. What is wrong with me today? I'm a blubbering idiot today. I'm just, whew. Okay. Do I need to take another break? I think I do. Just a second. Okay, I'm back. You guys, sorry about this morning. I'm just feeling a lot of emotions this morning. And, yeah, that's it. Okay, I do want to talk about this funeral. I was answering questions and my husband runs into the my little office area and goes, "You have to come see this funeral." And I said, "Okay." And I was going to watch it, but I was answering some questions and then I was going to go in because they were just walking in, getting set up. And he goes, "Look at the Orange Menace is sitting by Obama, and Obama's trying to, as much as he can, ignore him. He's the only person. Obama's the perfect person to put by him because Obama, he can handle it. He can handle this fool, okay, being next to him. Because you know Hillary wasn't going to sit by him. And you know Kamala and her husband weren't. Let me tell you something. Kamala's face, did you guys see Kamala's face? She looked pissed, okay? But let me tell you who looked really, really, really pissed was her husband. Okay? Doug's face was like this. I mean, Doug, I always used to see a smile on his face. He was just he is a jovial person, just a sweetheart who supports his wife. He is just, oh, he's such a good man. I have not seen a smile on his face since his wife since his wife's presidency was stolen from her. It was celebrating, it was a military day. They were celebrating the men who have lost their lives. And they were at a thing for that. And he was sitting there then. This was like a couple days after Orange Man stole the presidency. And he was like this. He looks disgusted. He looks like he's sick. His face tells it all, okay? Well, today, it was even more, okay? They kept showing his face over and over and over. Did you guys see that? Because everybody knows, okay? And so, he was like this. And then, he noticed that the camera was on him. So he went like this. Okay, so he's like this sitting. Just pissed, okay? He looked right at the camera. So he was like this. And he looked at the camera and went. I was like, oh? So this morning I want to read on his energy because he's pissed. I want to read on Kamala'S energy this morning because she's pissed. And let me tell you something, okay? After yesterday's reading. Oh, let me tell you this before I get started on this. Everything I say is for entertainment purposes only, and everything we say here is allegedly. Okay. Yesterday, when I did that reading and it came up, okay, first I had the vision that the Orange Menace is the one that's responsible for those fires, okay? And it was some of his minions, some of his fly monkeys who's starting those fires. And there's more fires being started today. Okay, the wind is blowing down. It's not like this wind is still bringing it everywhere. People are starting these fires, okay? And so I want to do a reading today because his face, it looked like even beyond him stealing the president, trying to steal the presidency from Kamala. Okay, his neighborhood had to be evacuated. Their house, California, is burning to hell. Okay, so what I want to do a reading today is like, does he know? Do Kamala and him know that it's Trump, that it's the Orange Menace and his minions? You know he hates Governor. Oh, and again, another question today is going to be, why is he blaming Governor Newsom? A narcissist / sociopath will always accuse you of doing what they did. Always. And how do I know about this? Because I have this in my family. I've experienced it. Okay? Until I took myself out of the situation, which I don't experience this anymore. Also, what made me feel good this morning is I saw Lady G, and she did a reading yesterday, and she came up with the same thing. She came up with this is an abuse of power, and that the Orange Menace's fly monkeys are responsible for starting these fires. Allegedly. She came up with the same thing. And she didn't mention Orange Menace's name, but she said abuse of power. The only people that can abuse power are people that are in power. So I want to do a reading. Let's just get started. Sorry this morning I had some things to say, but there's a lot going on, okay? And a lot of emotion for me and for our sister Vicky here. So I had to address that and then talk about what I saw this morning. Okay, so I'm just thinking about what cards I want to use, because the first reading we're going to do this morning, we're going to do true crime, because there's a lot of crime going on here. Well, whenever the Orange Menace is involved, it's crime. And the thing that I thought was really interesting about that funeral is they were talking about Jimmy Carter. He is just such an upstanding, honorable man who lived for service and lived to help and enrich other people. Always. That's what his whole life was about. And from civil rights to women's rights to helping the poor to helping, he helped cure a disease that was happening over, I think, in Africa, if I don't have that wrong, okay? And then we have, in comparison, Orange Menace over here. Completely the opposite at his funeral. And the Orange Menace said that he wanted the flags not to be lowered half-mast because Jimmy Carter had said, I want to live long enough to vote for Kamala. And then he has the nerve to go to the funeral. They should have kicked his ass out of there and said, no, like McCain did. You're not coming to my funeral. That's exactly what they should have told that fool. I mean, today when we looked at that, that was like amazing to see all those presidents together. And none of them can stand Trump. None of them. They all can't stand him. Everyone had a mad look on their face. I mean, usually at a funeral, you have a solemn look. Hillary looked pissed. Obama looked pissed and trying to ignore the Orange Menace he had to sit by. Kamala looked pissed. Doug looked like he's going to kill somebody. Because you're messing with his wife. Okay? You're burning down his damn state. His neighborhood had to be evacuated. Hopefully their house didn't burn out. This fool is causing havoc. So when us card readers have been reading over the few weeks that this is going to be, we're going to be going through some serious, serious crap. Look what's happened already. All right, let me cut the cards 3 times. Let's see what's on the bottom. Spirit, again, what? Give us the energy about Doug. What's going on with Doug and Kamala's husband? And does he think, or does he know that Trump's responsible for these fires? All right, here we go. This card, okay, let me put my readers on. Got this yesterday about this fool. Look at this. And someone pointed out this, and I'm now looking at the blood. Jealousy. Yes, yes, he knows. Because Orange Menace, he is jealous of Kamala. Because he's getting that presidency taken from him. Because he stole it. Okay? So he's jealous. He's jealous because she's more smart. He's jealous because she's prettier than him. He decided to say he was more pretty than Kamala. Is he out of his damn mind? He needs to look in the mirror. Anyway, he's jealous of who? That represents Kamala with them red heels. And look, this is what he would love to do with her. The first card said everything for me. Okay. Let's read these cards. This is how he is feeling, okay? How Doug is feeling. And what Doug knows. Okay, this right here, boat, and look at the water, how he feels like he's going through some rough waters. And this is also how he's feeling, that he's a boat out in the middle of the ocean of rough waters. So basically, he feels like he's going through some shit. That's what he feels like. Look at this card. He knows. Look at fire. Man-made disasters. He knows. Because those fires are man-made disasters. Look at that plane on fire. That looks like California on fire. Yeah, he knows. He knows that the Orange Menace is responsible. We're also going to do a reading today on why he's blaming the governor of California. I don't have his name written down. Gavin. Governor Gavin. We're going to go through that too. Aliens. Now, the alien word isn't what I'm feeling right now, but I am feeling just like this just represents how he feels. Like this is just the burning up of everything in his state and his own neighborhood. Look at that, all the smoke and everything. And look at that little body, dark little body. He just feels sad. That's how he feels. He just feels sad that his wife's presidency has been burning up, smoke everywhere. His home, where he lives, his state. Now, I'm not sure their house got caught on fire or not. They had to his neighborhood had to evacuate, and they weren't there, of course. So, okay, we're coming up with some same cards as yesterday. Yeah, at this point, I don't think he has proof, but he's using his intuition. I'm looking at this family card. It says family. And what it's telling me is that him and Kamala both know. I'm going to do a reading on her this morning too. Okay, I got this card yesterday. For some reason he suspects that it's a male. I'm going to take this back because now that this card came up, Spirit's telling me no, that this is not Kamala and her husband. It's a male and two people that are setting these fires. A man and a husband and wife. Ooh. Ooh. They're already doing surveillance on this whole thing. They're already investigating. When those fires started popping up all over the place, they probably already started investigating then. But he knows they're already starting to do surveillance, investigating this. And with his intuition, he knows it's Orange Menace that's responsible for this. It's going to be a long road. He knows. That's what he feels like. This is going to be a long road. And he's pissed because he is responsible for burning up his home. Now, his home is the state of California. Okay? Now, his personal residency, I don't know if it got burned up or not. They had to evacuate, like the people in his neighborhood. But his home, the whole thing, California. Let's go through it. He knows that the Orange Menace is jealous of his wife because he's going to get his presidency taken away, which is why he has started this fire, why he's responsible or had his minions start this fire. Because he is jealous, he is pissed, and this is the tantrum that he's going to stomp around and have fire started and burn down California because he's pissed that his presidency is taken away from him again because he didn't win it. And if it sounds far-fetched for what I'm saying to anybody in this who's listening to this, look what happened last time he lost the presidency. Okay? He started a whole insurrection. People died. And what did his niece say? She said, if he loses this, he will burn this country down. She said he will burn this country down. She wasn't lying. Doug feels like he is in some rough water. He knows that this was a man-made disaster, that these fires were man-made, and that the Orange Menace is responsible for them. That the Orange Menace is responsible for them, a couple, and a male. Because they have been doing surveillance. They probably don't have all the evidence yet, but they're getting it. All this first came about on his intuition, okay? But they're doing surveillance, and that's why they know that this is... And they're still starting fires. Another 2 fires started this morning. And that's what's going to get them busted. You can't keep starting fires and nobody sees it. Eventually, Something's going to happen. He knows it's going to be a long road. This just for him is representing him, how he feels, and all this smoke, all this burning going around him, and home. He's pissed. He's super pissed. His home of California is on fire, and he knows who's responsible for it. Every card reader said that this is not going to be the way we thought it was going to be. The way we think. We're going to do true crime again. That it's not going to be the way we think it's going to be. We're going to be surprised. I've come up with all this too. And it's going to be one hell of a ride. That's what all the card readers have been reading about. And look so far. It has been one hell of a ride. It's been literal hell. Look at California. It's insane. And 2 more fires were started. 2 more times. 2 more fires were started this morning. Spirit, tell us Kamala'S energy this morning. And also tell us if she knows that the Orange Menace is responsible for this. 1, 2, 3. Everything I said is allegedly. Done for entertainment purposes only. Okay. This is the card that's on the bottom. Inside. Inside job. Yep. The card's Spirit's talking. This tells me right from the beginning card, just like her husband. First card. Inside job. Now, I'm not sure. I'm going to either, as we keep reading, maybe it'll come to me, or I'll do a clarifier on this right now, but I'm not sure. Nothing's coming to me about this faked death. Imprisonment. That is the Orange Menace. This is what she wants to do. She says, I want him imprisoned. And she is a prosecutor. The Orange Menace better watch out. You're messing with the prosecutor. Now you burn down her damn house. You tried to steal her presidency, and now you're trying to burn down her damn state. Well, are burning down her state. I'm just looking at the card to get what I'm feeling from it. Spouse and partner, and I was trying to feel whether I feel that this is Biden and her or her husband and her. But I feel that it's her and her husband, and they know, they have faith. See the light in the back? They have faith that they're going to get to the bottom of this. And they're going to come out on the other side. We're all going to come out on the other side. That's what I get from that card. That's the energy I get. Okay. Ooh, jeez. Okay. This is, she knows, this tells it right here too. She knows the Orange Menace is responsible. Mind control. That's what he's an expert at. I had to study about narcissism and psychopaths because I have so many of them in my family. And so when I did my research, this is why they're put on this earth. Sociopaths and narcissists. This is their, okay, you know how good Whitney Houston was at singing? This is how good they are at mind control. Because you think, how could this many people, like, even vote for him? Like, how could they even listen to him for 2 seconds? It gets on my nerves listening to that fool for 2 seconds, okay? mind control. This is why they're put on the earth. This is their talent in life. Like Whitney Houston and singing, the Orange Menace and mind control. Okay? Which is creating a cult and having people follow you. So she knows that the Orange Menace is responsible. She first, like her husband, used her intuition. Now, she wants to bury him. Okay? Not like kill, okay? But she wants to bury him. This is the prosecutor talking. I'm going to bury him. Look it. Right diagonal from burying him. Look. Imprisonment. Okay? She's a prosecutor. What prosecutor would walk away from someone who stole their election? What prosecutor would walk away from burning up their state and their home? Or trying to burn their home up. Like, I don't know if their house actually burnt. But last 3 cards. Okay. I don't know what this... Okay, I'm not sure today what... I'm just going to let you know, I got this card before yesterday. And yesterday, for some reason, it told me that this is Orange Menace's parents. And that they're waiting for him. So I don't know what... that's all I get, and I still get that today, and I don't know what that has to do with this whole thing. But some messages coming through about that. Accomplice, partner in crime. Look how evil it looks, too. Look at that. Doesn't it just look evil as hell? So this tells me that they've already started doing some investigating. They know who the accomplices are and the partners in crime. The Orange Menace and the Fly Monkeys, his supporters that decided to take action and do the crimes. Believe me, the Orange Menace ain't ever going to actually set the fires, okay? But he'll make sure that he gets that whole thing going so that you go set the fire. And that's a sociopath and a narcissist. They don't ever want their hands dirty. You notice he's really good about keeping his hands clean? Yeah, they will have everybody else do the dirty work so they can keep their hands clean. Look at his whole cabinet last time. They're all in jail, or they're going to court. They did all the dirty work. He had the horrible idea, and they did the dirty work, and he kept his hands clean. Love. She is doing this. She's going to bury him for love of country. So, I was going to pick the top card. Okay. I picked another card to clarify fate to death. And homicide came up. Okay. This is what came to me. He may be trying to fake his death. He may be trying to fake his death. Because there's a lot of stuff coming at him. If all this stuff hits him, he may try to fake his death and leave. Because, he's stolen a presidency, so they're coming after him for that. And then if it comes out proof that he's the one who's responsible for these fires being started, I'd want to fake my death too and leave. All of this is allegedly and for interior purposes only. Because we're talking about some dark stuff here. She knows, mind control Mr. Orange, that it was him. She knows this is an inside job. She knows that it's a couple. And this is in my last reading. And before all this started, before they started the investigation, she did use her intuition. She knew right away. Again, accomplices. She knows that it's the Orange Menace and his fly monkeys. And she wants to imprison him. She knows she's going to bury him. And she's doing this for love of country. Okay? And there's some cards here on the side. In the end of this whole thing, it looks like the cards are saying he's going to fake his death. Because a lot of stuff is going to come down on him. And like I said, it's like his parents are waiting for him in heaven. Oh, okay. Well, those all go together. Well, no, because he's going to fake his death. So I'm not sure about this, okay? This is weird. Either he's faking his death or maybe he's going to fake his death and escape out of here because he can't deal with all the stuff he's being busted for, and then his parents are going to be waiting for him in heaven. Something like that. That's what's coming to me. Have you ever seen somebody do so much stuff? I mean, he monopolizes the news station 24/7 for the last 10 years. How can you be involved in so much shit? Excuse my language, but so much shit. Like, that's a lot of stuff. Like, only a narcissist or a sociopath could put up with this from themselves. Like, I could not stand myself or deal with all these different things. He has so many things in the fire. Like, how do you juggle all this crap? And I have seen it in person, a narcissist in my family who is starting crap and involved in crap on top of crap on top of crap and stop. It's just like, how do you even live with yourself? It's amazing. But, okay. The cards in spirit are saying that they both know. And they're pissed. And Kama, with being a prosecutor, she's going after him. Okay? She was pissed before, and Doug was pissed before, but now they're really pissed. Because, you know what? This is people's lives. People's houses are burning up. People are losing their lives. This is insane. This is crazy. Let's ask the pendulum. Here we go. Clear, clear, clear. Does Doug know that the Orange Menace is responsible for California burning? Look at that. Yep, he knows. Clear, clear, clear. Does Kamala Harris know that the Orange Menace is responsible for California burning? Look at that. Yep. Clear, clear, clear. Does Governor Newsom know that the Orange Menace is responsible for California burning? Yep. Clear, clear, clear. Does Biden know that the Orange Menace is responsible for California burning? Yep. They know. One more question. Clear, clear, clear. Spirit, have the investigation started about who started these fires? Yep. Clear, clear, clear. Does the investigation know that is the Orange Menace who's responsible for these fires? Yep. I'm going to tell you something. When I had this vision that came to me yesterday morning, that it was Orange Menace, who's responsible for these fires. And this is domestic terrorism. I thought I was a little bit crazy, and I talked to my husband about it before I came on here and did this video. He goes, listen, you need to believe in yourself, okay? And believe in your visions, and let the people know. I said, okay, honey. I love my husband. So, you know, as someone who reads cards and gets visions, you want to first just always blow it off and be like, okay, you're crazy. You know what you're talking about. Like, no one's going to listen to you. Shut up, okay? And that's the first thing I thought in my head, because that's what I've done most of my life. But, thank goodness my husband, he said, no, you need to trust yourself. No. And look who we're dealing with. What your vision is I'm sure is not far off. I said, okay, honey. I love him. Anyway, you know what? Let's pull a card to end this session. Let's see, what's Spirit telling me? 2 or 3 cards. 1 card. How many cards should I pull? I'm going to use these beautiful, beautiful cards. The Fairy Oracle cards. 3 cards is what Spirit's telling me. And I'm just going to take the 3 cards and just lay them down on my desk and pull from just random 3 areas. Okay, did I get 2 there? I got 2 from that area, and we'll pull wherever. 3. That's what Spirit told me to do, so that's what I'm doing. Okay, let's see the messages for today. And whenever I pull cards for just messages for today, take what you need, leave the rest, okay? If you don't need any of these messages today, don't take them. If you need all of them, take them. If you need 1, take them. You need 2, take them. And this is the Wild Wisdom of Fairy Oracle. Okay, that's the look at that book you get with it. Isn't that fabulous? Beautiful artwork in here. These cards are beautiful. Okay, this one says, look how beautiful. We got this one yesterday. This means something. We got this 2 days in a row. Dark Moon. Maturation, growing up, introspect, know thyself. That is so important, to know thyself. That resonates with me. I guess I really need this message, because I was just telling you about how reading cards or messages for me can be sometimes like, listen, don't be an idiot. Don't be a fool. No one's going to listen to you. Are you crazy? But this card's saying, know thyself. So if you need this message today, take this. And beautiful, beautiful, beautiful artwork. Child of the Moon, forgiveness, transcending the ego. Look at this, beautiful. Isn't that gorgeous? Absolutely beautiful. So it's saying that if you have someone to forgive today, that you need to do that. Keeper of secrets. Use your discernment. Confide in a trusted friend. Keep silent about knowledge. Use discernment. Confide in a trusted friend. Keep silent about knowledge. Keeper of secrets. I don't need this message today, but if you need this message today, take this. Look how beautiful she is. Look how beautiful the art is. Keeper of secrets. Again, use your discernment. Confide in an entrusted friend. Keep silent about knowledge. So, I don't need this one today, but the other 2 I do. So, you need 3 of those cards that you need today. Take them. Okay, so that's the end of this session. This was a little emotional this morning. I've cried several times this morning. I cried when our friend told us about her loss. I'm so sorry, honey. I'm so sorry. I'm praying for you and sending you healing energy. And my candle is still going for you. Okay? I cried for Jimmy Carter. I also cried for our country. What's going on right now? The loss of such a great man. Our family member, her loss. A lot of sadness today. Okay, you guys, that's it for this session. Let me know. Send prayers to our family member, please. Give her all the love and support. Also, in the comments below, let me know what you think about the readings today, about Kamala and her husband's energy, and what you think. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. And leave a thumbs up. Comments, questions, leave them below. If you have something you want me to read on, leave it below also, okay? All right, you guys, that's it for this one. I need to go eat some breakfast and take a break. I feel a little worn out. All right, talk to you guys soon. Bye, guys.